So I think my name is Aaron. I'm the CEO of Igloo Asia. So Igloo Asia is the corporate subsidiary of Igloo Inc. Holding. We actually own Pudgy Penguins and also manage Abstract as well. So yeah, I think Pudgy Penguins, we are a Web3 IP brand. And unlike Disney, I think Disney started with a Hollywood studio. We didn't start with a Hollywood studio. We actually started with the community from memes and from crypto Twitter timeline, right? So that's how we started. But even that's how we started, we actually grow to something beyond just NFT. Now we have toy line, we have digital content. We host events, and we are way more than just a JPEG in the internet. So I think Pudgy Penguins has have already generated, on average, every single day you get to see the GIF in your WhatsApp, in your Telegram, and Instagram. We currently generated around 200 to 300 million daily impression per day. Yeah, and in fact, if you look at this, we have like around 30,000 different designs of the Pudgy Penguins, and our main goal as a company is to really make us the face of crypto and also become the most popular penguin in the world, right? I think throughout the years, you get to see more and more designs about all these different penguins proliferated in different formats in the world. So I think one cool thing about Pudgy Penguin is that we, just like your Rolex watches, people actually wear our Pudgy Penguins in the form of their PFP. In fact, people like to wear their merch, whether it's a shirt or it's a bag or it's a plushie. I think this is something that a bit different than your traditional Web2 IP. For us, if you look at our community member, people who are renowned people in the Web3 industry, they actually, people like Brian from Layer Zero, even Steph Curry, Web2 basketball player, all of them own a Pudgy Penguin NFT. In fact, one of the big unicorn company in Southeast Asia, Gojek, the co-founder is also a Pudgy Penguins holder. So I think this is really the beauty of the brand, is that we are way beyond an IP. We're able to resonate people in the deep way that people want to represent themselves as a penguin. So I think the difference is that Web2 IP, usually they spend millions and millions of dollars in advertising money. But for us, we don't spend money on ads. In fact, we actually activate creators in the scene. We leverage on user-generated content, and as a result, these are the results that usually typical Web2 brand will spend millions with advertising agency, but we're able to replicate that success by leveraging on the community. So I'm going to give you more case study on how this content looks like. So for example, in Instagram, we have all these short animated reels that generated 100 million views per reel. In fact, every single month right now, we average around 200 to 300 million video views in IG alone. In Twitter, every single tweet that we post in Twitter, get the highest engagement. In fact, typically at every single major conference, you get to see that the penguins will take over the timeline. We try to able to leverage on Web3 trends. Whenever there's a Web3 trends that is popping up, we'll try to create content. We're going to build on top of that trend as well. And in terms of GIF, this is the part that we are super proud of. In fact, if you look at Giphy, Giphy is a platform where they distribute GIF to multiple platforms. We had 40 plus billion views at the moment, all time. And if you look at the competitor like Hello Kitty, Pokemon, Star Wars, they are lag behind us, right? The reason is that we are very prolific in generating memes and GIF as well. In fact, every single week we produce around 100 plus different GIF and upload it to the platform. And besides digital content, we are also in the format of IRL. Like we usually do IRL activation in person, doing marketing campaign, doing seasonal things. We also in the format of toys. In fact, we sell our toys in Walmart, in Walgreens, in Target in the US. Right now, we have sold 2 million units worth of toys at the moment. And of course, we're gonna have more games coming out this year. Right now, we have a game called pudgyworld.com. So every toy that you buy in the toy store, upon scanning the QR code, you're able to go to a metaverse where you can interact with other buyers who also bought the toys as well. So 6 months ago, we actually launched this TikTok account, which is non-animated. So I think this is something that you guys might not know, is that if you go to TikTok, or I think Hong Kong, you can't use TikTok, but if you're able to access TikTok, you get to see that this account is already 1.1 million followers and more. And all this content is not even animation. In fact, we basically put ourselves as a penguin, go to Twitch stream and basically donate money to people who have a story to tell. In fact, this account blow up. In 6 months, we achieved this number. And, we're going to continue to build more accounts in the market that's not just animation based. So, the way we become relevant in the market is to really be super culturally sensitive. Like during Chinese New Year this year, we went to the busiest mall in Malaysia. In this case, work with massive Web3 KOL, Yellow Panther, and we create like video content, viral content in the market. So I think for Pudgy Penguins, although we are a Web3 brand, we are building super hard in the Web2 space as well. And in the global scene, this guy, has like 5 million followers in TikTok, but that's how we started the account as well. So we have also an account called Pengu, P-E-N-G-U in TikTok, where we regularly publish like mascot content. And in fact, this account also getting viral at the moment, and we're gonna, basically when you go to the TikTok account, you get to see there's a storyline behind the Pengu mascot that we actually published. This year, we announced like few partnerships. I think one of the bigger partnerships is basically the Pudgy Penguins and Line Friends partnership with the mini characters. Later this year, we're going to announce more partnership as well. I think this is how we're going to grow in Asia this year, right? It's really leveraging on partners who also align with our values and also have the distribution channels already in Web2 Rails. So partnership is a core of our strategy. Like in fact, we have partnered with multiple Web3 brands and multiple Web2 brands. And, and on this partnership, we also organize events. And this is how you really know you have a community, is that people who are hanging out online actually come to your event, right? And basically, last year we did KBW with Uniswap. We also did a whole massive marketing activation at one of the busiest malls in Korea. We did DevCon last year in Bangkok with MapleStory, a legacy Web2 gaming brand as well. And, I think our events is a bit different than your typical Web3 brand. People usually try to have fun in the arcade manner, in the fun manner, and that's how a lot of the bonds are created among community members. So we also do like events in the West as well, like America, Paris. We also partnered with Minland last year in NFT Paris as well. New York, CoinFest in Bali, Malaysia Blockchain Week. KL, Malaysia. So I think these are things that we typically regularly host to basically add value to the community. So I think, even during the bear or during the bull market, people actually generate real friendship among each other. I think that's really the key, right? I think among a lot of Web3 projects, they have a lot of bots, a lot of inorganic way of user acquisition. But for us, we are building for the long term, right, to get genuine real people that also could champion your brand, right, if let's say we partner with you guys. This year, we're also going to release a new toy line, a limited edition toy line with Lotte Group. Yeah, last year we announced this partnership. This year we're going to release it as well. Basically, Lotte is a massive conglomerate in Korea, and this is something that I think Pudgy Penguins is really focusing on this year, right? Is to really penetrate towards Web2 mainstream through the biggest brand in Web2. And people always ask us, what is the secret? What is the secret of us getting all this partnership and getting all these brand mentions around the social media? I think one of the way is that we actually had an incredible community. So we actually brought this infographic, is that everyone who matters in the industry, they are a penguin, right? So I think, to me, we are nothing without a community and without a network. So even those community council who really contribute to our grassroots initiative and programs, everyone is inspired by all these people. We're able to do BD for them. We're able to help connect the community members to people they want to know, right? And then if you receive a job application or job applicants that use a penguin as a PFP, you generally have a higher trust factor when it comes to them as well. One cool thing about us that this year we're going to nail down, which this VanEck is actually a US company that issue ETF So last year, when they issued the ETH ETF, we actually created a commercial for them, a Pudgy Penguins commercial. You get to watch it in Twitter, because I can't play video, but you get to watch it in Twitter. It's a pretty cool, like 2 minutes animated video just to celebrate the launch of ETH ETF. And this year, together with Big Wise, we applied to have our Pengu and our Pudgy Penguins NFT into an ETF as well. In Japan, we actually appear in one of the Japanese TV program, with a penguin, with some of the more popular mascot in the scene. So I think these are things that, as Igloo Asia, we're going to focus more, is to really work with different countries and to be more culturally relevant in the things that we do. So people don't really aware of this is that we actually sell a lot of toys. I think as of now, we actually sold more than 750K. I think we sold 2 to 3 million units of toys as of now. And this year in Asia, we haven't got a major retailer yet, but that is something that I think Asia need to stay tuned, because we are actively negotiating with a few major retailers that could also bring toys to the Asia side as well. So one of the largest holder of Pudgy Penguins, they actually basically built upon our IP. Essentially, what they did is that they create a new total trading card games called Vibes. And these are a case study that you can see that people should, we actually encourage our community to really build upon our IP as well. So like Vibes is a TCG game where you get to collect the cards, booster packs, but they also go around different cities to teach people how to play the game. So I think this is a perfect example of how the community co-create with the IP that they own. So Walmart, we are over 2,000 stores. In fact, this Walmart is really one of our first success story in Pudgy Penguins. After this Walmart success story, we get a lot of requests from different retailers and different brand partnerships wanting to partner with us as well. So sometimes we also launch like limited edition collectible. So like these are the collectibles that is limited supply, maybe around 200 to 300 units. But every time we launch it in our e-commerce, we sold out in around 2 to 3 minutes kind of timeline, right? So in fact, this year we're gonna launch another cool collectible, which I think I can't announce it yet, but stay tuned for that. It's actually a Japanese toy collectible brand that we're gonna drop it later during KBW. So this is the metaverse I talk about. Whenever you buy a toy, you're actually able to unlock like digital collectible. We give you like 3 to 4 random digital collectible for you to unlock, and you're able to roam around the world and basically play around with different penguins buyer as well. For this, the upcoming news is that we are launching a beta test where there will be 10 extra mini games inside the game where you can actually play and compete with your friends and also rank up in the leaderboard. Okay, I can't play the video, but okay. So these are things that you guys can expect for Asia, right? I think for Asia, we are trying to put this thing to your shelf, basically blind boxes, like figurines like that. So yeah, massive thing happening in Asia. We actually received a few licensing offers already. We are considering it. But these are things that we are focusing on as Pudgy Penguin. It's not just the Web3 side, but also really building a traditional IP licensing company. So I think just to sum it up, for us is that, the summary of this is that we are only 4 years old, but we have achieved this level of success not because we spend millions on ads. It's not because we, built the same way as how a Hollywood brand or a IP brand created traditionally, right? The way we do it is to be really hyper-focused on what the community wants and really to co-create with the community and also to be super engaged with localized content. In fact, this year we have a token out last year, and what we're going to do is that we're going to really bridge the Web3 and Web2 world with this token, right? There will be Pengu, the token will be everywhere in the market. We will bake those tokens into every single experiences, Web3 experiences that we're going to launch, and that will be the cornerstone of really incentivize the mass to come into Web3 as well. So yeah, I think for me is that, my last thing is that whoever that have any way that you want to partner with us, do come and talk to me after the talk. We are open generally to work with anyone. Pudgy Penguin's goal is really to be every single places and every single where. And happy to talk to you guys after this as well. Thank you.